90-Day Fiancé star Jasmine Pineda is once again at the center of intense fan speculation, online debate, and nonstop discussion after appearing to embark on what looks like a solo adventure away from Matt Brannis, the father of her child. This apparent getaway comes shortly after Jasmine opened up about her deeply complicated, emotionally conflicted feelings toward Matt during the dramatic and emotionally raw The Last Resort tell-all. Jasmine has long been one of the franchise's most talked about personalities, known for her fiery temper, raw honesty, emotional vulnerability, and unpredictable decision-making, all of which have kept viewers invested in her journey for years. Now, as she enters a new phase of life as a mother, fans are once again questioning whether Jasmine is truly settling down or continuing her pattern of emotional push and pull. Currently, Jasmine is living in Florida with her newborn baby, Matilda, whom she welcomed with Matt. The arrival of Matilda was supposed to symbolize a new beginning, a calmer and more stable chapter following the collapse of Jasmine's marriage to Gino Fighting. Many fans believe that motherhood, combined with a seemingly supportive co-parent in Matt, might finally bring Jasmine the peace she has long searched for. However, recent social media activity suggests that Jasmine's emotional journey remains complicated, layered, and far from resolved. Instead of projecting the image of a united family, Jasmine's actions appear to highlight independence, uncertainty, and unresolved feelings. Jasmine first met Matt as a casual gym acquaintance while she was still married to Gino and living in Michigan. At that time, Jasmine's marriage was already deteriorating behind the scenes. Her relationship with Gino had been plagued by deep-rooted trust issues, jealousy, emotional distance, financial disagreements, and explosive arguments that viewers watched unfold season after season. Despite repeated attempts to reconcile, including moving countries and making significant sacrifices, Jasmine consistently felt insecure, unwanted, and emotionally neglected. Over time, the emotional cracks in their marriage widened, leaving Jasmine feeling lonely even while technically married. During this vulnerable period, Matt entered Jasmine's life as a friend, someone who listened, offered companionship, and provided emotional validation she felt was missing in her marriage. What began as innocent gym conversations slowly evolved into a deeper emotional connection. As Jasmine's dissatisfaction with her marriage intensified, her reliance on Matt increased. Eventually, the boundaries between friendship and intimacy blurred, marking a turning point in Jasmine's personal life. While Jasmine has insisted that her relationship with Matt became physical only after her split from Gino, many fans continue to question the emotional overlap and the true nature of that transition. Jasmine has been transparent about one thing: her pregnancy was unplanned. Despite the surprise, she has consistently maintained that it occurred after her separation from Gino. Still, the timeline of events, her emotional involvement with Matt, her official split from Gino, and the pregnancy itself has remained a source of intense speculation. Fans dissect every interview, social media post, and tell-all moment, searching for clues that might clarify what really happened. Regardless of the exact timing, the pregnancy marked a point of no return, permanently altering Jasmine's life and tying her to Matt in a way that goes far beyond romance. During her pregnancy, Jasmine made the major decision to move from Michigan to Florida. This move symbolized more than just a change in scenery. It represented a physical and emotional departure from her past with Gino and an attempt to start fresh somewhere new. Florida offered warmer weather, a different lifestyle, and perhaps the promise of emotional renewal. Yet even this bold move came with uncertainty, as Jasmine was stepping into motherhood while still processing the emotional fallout of her failed marriage. Now settled in Florida, Jasmine has been balancing multiple demanding roles simultaneously: new mother, reality television personality, public figure, and a woman still legally married to her ex-husband. Although her relationship with Gino is effectively over, the fact that they remain married on paper continues to complicate her emotional and romantic decisions. This unresolved legal tie hangs over her life like a shadow, influencing how she views commitment and preventing her from fully embracing a new relationship. Recently, Jasmine revealed, indirectly, that she left her home with her baby and her dog Coco without any visible sign of Matt. This revelation didn't come through a formal announcement or emotional confession, but through carefully curated Instagram stories. As always, Jasmine let visuals speak louder than words, knowing full well how closely fans analyze her every post. The absence of Matt immediately sparked rumors, with many viewers wondering whether the couple had hit another rough patch or whether Jasmine was deliberately distancing herself. One of Jasmine's most talked about Instagram updates showed her sitting casually in the back seat of a car holding a Starbucks coffee cup. Her dog Coco was visible sitting calmly in the front seat next to the driver. The atmosphere of the photo felt relaxed yet mysterious, giving off the impression of a spontaneous escape. The simplicity of the caption, "Weekend Getaway," only deepened the intrigue. Jasmine offered no explanation, no tags, and no hints about her destination or companion. The unanswered questions quickly fueled fan theories across social media platforms. The following Instagram story added another layer to the mystery. Jasmine shared a stunning sunset scene where golden sunlight melted into bluish-green ocean waves. The peaceful imagery stood in stark contrast to the emotional chaos that has characterized her recent life. It felt symbolic, a visual representation of Jasmine seeking calm, clarity, and emotional release. Soon after, she posted a video from inside her accommodation. As the camera slowly panned across the room, Jasmine's reflection briefly appeared in a mirror. Once again, she was alone. There was no sign of Matt, no male presence, and no indication that this was a romantic getaway. Later, Jasmine shared a heartwarming photo of baby Matilda, captioned with a GIF reading "Beach Day." The image highlighted Jasmine's dedication to creating positive experiences for her daughter, even amid personal uncertainty. Yet the continued absence of Matt from every post did not go unnoticed. Jasmine did not tag him, mention him, or acknowledge him in any way. She also didn't reveal who was driving the car, leaving fans to speculate whether she was traveling with a friend, a family member, or perhaps someone she intentionally chose to keep off social media. It appears increasingly likely that Jasmine needed a break, not necessarily from Matt alone, but from the overwhelming routine of new motherhood. Since Matilda's birth in March 2025, Jasmine's life has revolved almost entirely around caring for her baby. While she clearly loves her daughter deeply, the transition into motherhood has been exhausting. Jasmine previously admitted that she refused Matt's help during nighttime feedings and rejected the idea of hiring a night nurse. She insisted on doing everything herself, a decision that reflected both her fierce independence and her ongoing difficulty trusting others to step in. Over time, however, Jasmine began to loosen her grip. She eventually allowed Matt to take on more responsibility, and she openly admitted that she was surprised and impressed by how capable he was. Despite this progress, Jasmine's emotional conflict remains unresolved. She has repeatedly stated that she doesn't know whether she truly loves Matt in a romantic sense. For her, Matt was a friend first, a safe presence during emotional chaos, and transforming that bond into a romantic partnership has proven far more complicated than she expected. Matt, meanwhile, appears genuinely invested in Jasmine and their daughter. He has embraced his role as a co-parent, offering support and expressing care without pressuring Jasmine for commitment. Yet the emotional imbalance between them is clear. While Matt seems ready for something deeper, Jasmine remains hesitant. After the emotional trauma of her marriage to Gino, she is understandably cautious. The thought of entering another serious relationship or getting married for a third time feels overwhelming rather than exciting. The fact that Jasmine is still legally married to Gino further complicates everything. Even though their relationship has ended emotionally, the legal bond remains.
This unresolved status may be one of the biggest reasons Jasmine is holding back. She may feel that fully committing to Matt before her divorce is finalized would repeat old mistakes or create emotional confusion she's not ready to face. Our take on Jasmine not including Matt in her weekend getaway. While many fans immediately assumed Jasmine's solo getaway signaled trouble between her and Matt, it's important to remember Jasmine's long history of manipulating timelines on social media. She has repeatedly posted content out of order, deliberately keeping followers guessing. It's entirely possible that this trip happened months ago, perhaps even while she was still pregnant, and is only being shared now. Jasmine famously managed to hide her pregnancy for 8 months through strategic posting, camera angles, and selective content. Her Instagram stories often lack chronological clarity, making it difficult to determine what's happening in real time. This pattern suggests that fans should be cautious about drawing definitive conclusions based solely on social media. Still, even considering that possibility, Matt's absence feels meaningful. Whether intentional or coincidental, Jasmine's decision not to include him reinforces her desire for independence and emotional space. It highlights the emotional distance that still exists between them, despite their shared responsibility as parents. As of now, it remains unclear whether Matt will ever put a ring on Jasmine's finger. He could become her third and possibly final husband, only if Jasmine is able to confront her trust issues and fully heal from her past. Until then, Jasmine appears focused on rediscovering herself, prioritizing her daughter, and navigating motherhood on her own terms, whether or not a romantic partner stands beside her.
Jasmine Pineda leaves Matt Brannis for new adventure after appearing to embark on a solo adventure away from Matt Brannis, the father of her child, shortly after opening up about her true and very complicated feelings toward him during the emotionally charged drama of The Last Resort Tell-All. Jasmine, who has built a reputation for living her life openly, passionately, and often unpredictably in the public eye, is currently living in Florida with her newborn baby, Matilda, whom she welcomed with Matt. While many fans assumed this new chapter would mark a fresh start in a stable family life, Jasmine's recent action suggests that her emotional journey is far from simple or settled. Jasmine first met Matt as a casual gym acquaintance while she was still married to Gino Palazzolo and living in Michigan. At the time, her marriage to Gino was already deeply strained, marked by years of emotional turbulence, trust issues, jealousy, and frequent explosive arguments that played out both on and off camera. Feeling unhappy, emotionally neglected, and increasingly disconnected from Gino, Jasmine eventually turned to Matt for comfort and intimacy. What began as a friendship slowly evolved into something more complicated, blurring boundaries at a time when her marriage was clearly unraveling. Although Jasmine has been very open about the fact that her pregnancy was unplanned, she has consistently maintained that it occurred only after her split from Gino. Still, the timeline surrounding her separation, her connection with Matt, and her eventual pregnancy has remained a hot topic among fans, many of whom continue to question how and when everything truly unfolded. During her pregnancy, Jasmine made the decision to move from Michigan to Florida, a significant life change that symbolized both a physical and emotional shift away from her past and toward an uncertain future. Now living in Florida, Jasmine has been navigating life as a new mother, a TV star, and a woman still legally tied to her ex on paper. Recently, however, she revealed that she left her home with her baby and her dog, Coco, without any visible sign of Matt, raising eyebrows and fueling rumors about the true status of their relationship. Rather than offering a clear explanation, Jasmine let her Instagram stories do the talking, as she so often does. Jasmine posted an intriguing Instagram update that immediately caught fans' attention. The photo showed her sitting in the backseat of a car, casually holding a Starbucks coffee cup, while her beloved dog Coco could be seen sitting calmly in the seat next to the driver. The image felt relaxed, spontaneous, and oddly intimate, as if she were sharing a private moment with her followers. She captioned the post simply with the words, "Weekend Getaway," a phrase that sparked countless questions. Where was she going? Who was she with? And perhaps most importantly, why was Matt nowhere to be seen? The next Instagram story added to the mystery. Jasmine shared a breathtaking view of a sunset, with the sun slowly dipping below the horizon and casting warm golden light over stunning bluish-green ocean waves. The scene was peaceful, almost therapeutic, suggesting a moment of escape and emotional release. It felt like a deliberate contrast to the chaos and emotional heaviness that has surrounded her personal life over the past year. Soon after, Jasmine posted another story showing the view from the room where she was staying. As she slowly panned the camera across the space, her reflection briefly appeared in a mirror. Once again, it was only her. No Matt, no partner, no indication that she was sharing the getaway with anyone romantically. Later, Jasmine shared a sweet photo of her baby, Matilda, accompanied by the caption and gif reading, "Beach Day." The image painted a picture of a mother trying to create peaceful, happy memories with her child, even amid uncertainty. Still, fans couldn't help but notice that Jasmine did not tag Matt in any of her stories, nor did she mention him at all. She also did not reveal who was driving the car, leaving viewers to fill in the blanks themselves. It seems increasingly likely that Jasmine wanted a break from her daily routine, especially the demanding responsibilities of caring for a newborn. Since March 2025, when Matilda was born, Jasmine's life has revolved almost entirely around motherhood. While she clearly adores her daughter, the adjustment has not been easy. Jasmine previously admitted that she refused Matt's help with the baby during nighttime hours and did not allow him to hire a night nurse, insisting on handling everything herself. This decision, while admirable to some, also reflected her need for control and her ongoing struggle to fully trust others. More recently, however, Jasmine allowed Matt to take on more responsibility with their daughter, and she openly admitted that she was impressed by how well he handled it. Despite this progress, Jasmine's feelings toward Matt remain deeply conflicted. She has been honest about the fact that she doesn't know if she truly loves him, at least not in the way she believes a romantic partner should be loved. For Jasmine, Matt was a friend first, someone who offered support and comfort during a painful period in her life, and transitioning from friendship to a committed romantic relationship has proven to be more difficult than she expected. Matt, on the other hand, appears to care deeply for Jasmine and has embraced his role as a co-parent to their daughter. He has shown up, offered help, and expressed his feelings openly. However, Jasmine has not been able to fully reciprocate those emotions. At this stage in her life, she seems hesitant to jump into another serious relationship, especially after the emotional toll of her marriage to Gino. The idea of getting married for a third time is not something she wants to focus on right now, and she has made it clear that her priorities are herself and her child. Complicating matters even further is the fact that Jasmine is still legally married to Gino. While their relationship is effectively over and both have moved on in different ways, they remain husband and wife on paper. This unresolved legal tie may be one of the biggest obstacles preventing Jasmine from fully committing to Matt or publicly labeling him as her man. It's possible that she is waiting for her divorce to be finalized before allowing herself to emotionally invest in another long-term relationship. Our take on Jasmine not including Matt in her weekend getaway. While many fans immediately interpreted Jasmine's solo getaway as a sign of trouble between her and Matt, it's important to remember that Jasmine is known for playing mind games with her audience through her social media activity. She has a long history of posting content out of order, teasing storylines, and intentionally keeping followers guessing. It's entirely possible that this weekend getaway actually took place while she was still pregnant, and that she is only choosing to share it now. This wouldn't be the first time Jasmine used such a strategy. She famously managed to keep her pregnancy hidden for 8 months, carefully curating her social media presence to avoid revealing the truth. Her Instagram stories often lack a clear timeline, making it difficult to determine what is happening in real time versus what is being shared retroactively. Still, even with that possibility in mind, the absence of Matt from her posts feels significant. Whether intentional or not, Jasmine's decision not to include him sends a message that she values her independence and personal space, especially during moments of rest and reflection. It also highlights the emotional distance that still exists between them, despite their shared responsibility as parents. As things stand, it remains to be seen whether Matt will eventually be able to put a ring on Jasmine's finger. He could potentially become her third and final husband, but for that to happen, Jasmine will need to confront and overcome the deep trust issues that have shaped her relationships for years. Until then, Jasmine appears focused on healing, rediscovering herself, and embracing motherhood on her own terms, whether or not a romantic partner is by her side. 90 Day Fiancé star Jasmine Pineda is enjoying a solo adventure away from Matt Brannis after revealing her true feelings toward him amid the drama of the Last Resort tell-all. Jasmine is currently living in Florida with her new baby, Matilda, whom she welcomed with Matt. Jasmine first met Matt as a gym acquaintance while she was with Gino Palazzolo in Michigan. Unhappy with her marriage, Jasmine turned to Matt for intimacy. While her pregnancy was unplanned, she claims it happened after her split with Gino. Jasmine moved from Michigan to Florida sometime during her pregnancy. Jasmine is revealing that she's left her home with her baby and dog, with Matt nowhere to be seen. Jasmine posted an intriguing Instagram update showing her sitting in the backseat of a car, holding a Starbucks coffee cup, with her dog Coco visible in the seat next to the driver. She captioned the post, "Weekend Getaway." The next story featured a stunning sunset, the sun setting over beautiful bluish-green waves. Jasmine then shared a shot of the view from the room where she was staying. As she panned the camera, her reflection appeared, showing only her, with no sign of her partner, Matt. Later, she posted a picture of her baby, captioned with the gif, "Beach Day." Jasmine did not reveal who was driving her and didn't tag Matt in any of her stories. It seems she wanted a break from her daily routine of caring for her baby, which has kept her busy since March 2025. Jasmine had previously refused Matt's help with the baby at night and didn't allow him to hire a night nurse. However, she recently let Matt tend to the baby and was impressed by how well he handled it. Jasmine still has conflicted feelings about Matt and isn't sure if she loves him. Matt cares for Jasmine and is co-parenting their daughter, but Jasmine has not been reciprocating his feelings. To her, Matt was a friend first, and it may take time for her to develop romantic feelings. At this point, Jasmine doesn't want to focus on entering a serious relationship or getting married a third time. She may be dismissing her feelings for Matt, since she is still legally married to Gino and remains his wife on paper. Jasmine could be waiting for her divorce to be finalized before she can fully commit to saying Matt is her man. Our take on Jasmine not including Matt in her weekend getaway. However, Jasmine is known for playing tricks on fans' minds through her Instagram stories. It's possible that the weekend getaway happened while she was pregnant, and she's only posting about it now. Her stories often don't follow a clear timeline. This was the same strategy she used to keep her pregnancy hidden for 8 months. It remains to be seen whether Matt will be able to put a ring on the 90 Day Fiancé star's finger. Matt could be Jasmine's third and final husband if she chooses, but for that to happen, she'll need to overcome her trust issues.